Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. It's 5:47 a.m. here in Wichita, Kansas, and I want to do the video for the DV lottery. It's today. It's today the 4th, but it's still very early. It doesn't start until noon. So we still have a couple of hours to go until the website opens. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a sample form of how you're going to fill out the DV lottery. And I am going to show you the website to go to. So those are the two things I want to do. I've seen questions, but I'm going to keep those ones aside. And then I'm going to talk about them consecutively. But what I want you guys to know right now is how to fill out the form, because there's still a few hours. So this is just like kind of a review of what we are going to do. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to share my screen to show you where to go, the website. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. My name is Charity Nganga. This is Charity's Babu USA. It's too early in the morning, guys. I just woke up. So let's do this. It's going to be a very simple and clear video. And I need you guys to watch it and share it, because we say that everybody is going to apply for the DV lottery. It's important. It's very, very, very important for you guys to do the application. Now, let me share a screen here. I always like to go to this website because this is where you will find the right information. So here it says, if you want to submit an entry, you go to the EDV website. But right now, if you go to the electronic diversity visa or the EDV website, right now, you find that until the time is here, and until the day is today, but the time is still not yet. So if you go there, you're not going to find that it's open for you to apply until it's 12 noon, and that time is going to be here in the US. So you look at your time, wherever you are, and then you can match up, and then you're going to do your application. Okay, so you will go to the electronic diversity visa EDV website. So I hope that we are clear on that, because I am not going to be live at that moment. But this is the website that you go to, this website over here. Now, I'm going to get out of this page and I am going to go to the form, because I want to do the form real quick so that you can know what you are required to fill out. Because like I said, you can do it by yourself. You do not need anybody to help you to do it. You can do it for yourself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen here again so that you can see. I've removed that one. So let's see. So stop screen here. So let me do another screen here for the sample so that you guys know. When this form comes out, you will know what you are required to do. So it's going to look like this when you go to that website that I have shown you. And I am going to go to the form itself so that you can see. So it's going to look like this one. Of course, it's going to have a code that you have to authenticate yourself. And then it's going to have you enter these characters over here. And then you're going to go down here. And here is where you fill out the information. Like I said, we have the primary applicant. That is the first person. The name goes there. It doesn't matter whether it's a lady or it's a guy. It does not matter, so long as you qualify with the rules that we talked about on my previous video. And I am going to attach it into this video so that you are able to, go with it if you still don't remember. So the first thing that you're going to do is your last name. So if you do not have a last family name, it has a slot here that tells you to click on it. Your first name, if you don't have a first name, then you can do that. If you it gives you all the options that you need. So you will enter your last family name. So here is like my name, Charity. Nganga Charity Nyokabi. If I was filling out, that's how I would fill it out. And then you will you're going to enter this slot, whether you are a male or a female, and then you're going to enter your birth date. It should be the day, the month, and the year. And then it's gonna tell you to enter the city that you were born. So, and this one, you should not worry so much about it. Just enter the city, you know, like, for example, let me give an example of where I come from. So I come from Central Province, but I come from Kiambu District. So I will just enter that city here. Don't enter your village or whatever. Just enter that city, the big city that is near you, near whatever that you are born. That is what you're going to enter. And if you do not know it, it still gives you an option here, whereby you really don't have to enter it if you're not sure. And then when it comes to the country that you are born, normally they have a drop down here. And this is where all the eligible countries come in. Because if you come from a country that is eligible, it's going to be on this slot when you click on this drop down. So you're going to click here and you're going to enter the country where you are born. Okay. Now that's, and they go ahead to explain that the country of eligibility is normally the same country as your birth. So where you are born, if it's eligible, remember the instructions, that is what you're going to enter. And then it's going to ask you, are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you are born? You're going to click either yes or no. Okay. If not, you must enter the country from which you are claiming eligibility, whereby, like I said, even if your country doesn't qualify, maybe your spouse comes from a country that qualifies. If you are using it through claiming your spouse, you are going to select the country of your spouse. You are not gonna. So let's assume that you are born in Canada or you are born in Nigeria, and you have someone from Tanzania or Kenya or whatever. You're gonna enter the country of your spouse. Okay, that is if your country where you are born doesn't qualify. And I need you guys to be very, very clear on that. Now, we are going to go to number 7 because I want this to be a very, very fast video, well self-explanatory. So entrant photograph, remember, you have to follow the instructions of the photograph. So already you have your photograph, it is saved in your computer or it is saved in your phone. And then you're going to click on it and you are going to upload it on the website. Remember that it has, before you you enter that photograph, it is, you know, it has followed all the rules. So that one, I've done a video on that, and I hope that you put the right photo there, because like I said, you can be disqualified if you do not comply with all the specifications. And they give you all that information here about the photo. And there was a person who was asking me if they can edit the photo. Please do not edit your photo. Do not edit your photo. Make sure that your photo is done by a professional photographer and they have followed the rules. Because if you tell them, like, this is the kind of photo that I want, if you have watched my previous video about the photo, I've been linking that video on all my videos, and you will be able to get the right kind of photo. And remember, the photo is gonna be consecutively as you enter more people. Remember that everybody must have a photo. Okay, so please refer to the instructions. And this is an old, this is a previous sample that I am using, because there's no sample for this DP25 right, 2025 right now. But when it opens up, I can fill out, just, you know, go in and try to go through the basics of the current form. Okay, now, so you are going to browse your photo that you have saved, and then you are going to upload it. And then you're going to put in your mailing address here. Like I said, in care of, it's optional, so just put a mailing address here. And there was a question that asked if they send you letters. They don't send you letters, guys. They will notify you on everything in your email address. And that is after you have won. Before you have won, you must keep your confirmation number, because that one is very, very important. And we're going to talk about it here in a little bit. Now, you're going to enter the country where you live today. If you move from your country of birth and you want to live in another country, you're going to enter that country. It should be there. The phone number, that's optional. Whether you want to put it on or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then the email address. This is important. Remember, like I told you guys, the email address, it makes you enter it and it makes you confirm it. Remember your password. So put an email address that you will remember. Okay? And then, what is the highest level of education that you have achieved as of today? Okay, primary school only. You will enter there. High school, no degree. If you went to high school and you didn't finish, you're going to enter. Click on that slot. If you went to high school and you finished and you got a degree or a diploma or whatever, that certificate, you are going to click on that slot. If you went to a vocational school is like, let me put it in layman terms. Maybe you went to do plumbing, you went to do hairdressing, you went to do electrical, but you don't have a degree. That's a vocational school. You are going to enter there. If you started university, you are still in the university, you've just done some courses, you're going to go there. If you have a degree, you graduated in the university, you're going to go there. If you have some graduate level courses, like maybe you graduated and you're still going on, you're going to enter that slot. If you have a master's degree, you are going to enter that slot. If you have a doctorate level courses, you're going to enter that slot. Or if you have a doctorate degree, you're going to enter that slot. So it depends on what you have achieved. But the minimum qualification for a DV lottery is a high school diploma, whereby you have gone to primary school, you have gone to high school, and you got your certificate. You know that paper that you are given after you finish high school? That one, they want you to have that. That is the qualification. And it doesn't say whether you got what grade or what. It doesn't matter. That's the major qualification. So if you have high school degree, you're good to go. Then it's going to ask you about your current marital status. Are you unmarried? Are you married and your spouse is not a US citizen? I've talked about this one in my previous video. If you're married and your spouse is a US citizen or a US lawful permanent resident, you're going to enter the slot here. And sometimes, if you don't have, if your spouse or your significant other has not come to the US, or they have never come here, you should enter the second slot here. But if your spouse immigrated to the US, they live here in the US, it is very, very important for you to call them and ask them what is their immigration status, so that when you fill out there, you will know. But if your person has never come to the US, then just click on your spouse is not a US citizen or a US lawful permanent resident. Now, if you're divorced, you're going to enter that slot. If you're widowed, you're going to click on that slot. If you're legally separated, that is that you have a court document that shows that you and your spouse have been separated, you're going to enter that slot. So guys, please, 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 please follow these instructions. This is self-explanatory, very, very self-explanatory. Now, you're going to enter the number of children. Now, when you enter the number of children here, you find that if you enter 4, it's going to open 4 slots for your children. If you enter 1 child, it's going to open 4 slots for your children, 1 slot. If you're gonna enter 3, it's gonna give you 3 spaces to give the information of all your kids. So it doesn't matter whether you have 1 child, you have 5 kids, or you have 10 children. It's gonna give you a space to enter the information of each child. And remember, each child must have a photo. The photo is very, very important. And don't forget, guys, your biological children, your legally adopted children, your stepchildren who are unmarried and are under 21. Guys, you have to include those kids when you are submitting your children. You must include all the eligible children, even if they don't live with you, guys. Please don't forget to do that, because you find that if you don't enter all your kids, maybe you say that I had a child and I left them with their mother, and now I don't live with them anymore, so I'm not going to include them. That is a ground for disqualification. So guys, always include your children when you're filling out the DV lottery. It's very, 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 very important. And then after you have entered your children, it's going to have you sign, and then you're going to submit your entry. Then when you submit your entry, normally what happens is that it's going to give you a confirmation number, guys. And that confirmation number is very, very important. Please keep it. Keep it up to next year in May, whereby you're going to use it to check for your DV lottery. So I hope that this one is going to explain very, very well on how you're going to fill out your DV lottery. Follow the instructions, and you will be able to do it without no help, without, without wondering, where do I go? What do I do? This is very, very easy. And if you really, because, and you know, I don't like being ignorant. I know that there are some people who are not computer literate. They don't know much about the computers. If someone is gonna do it for you, hmm, be on the side of, like, for example, you can see my other screen over here. So if I am feeling on someone, they should be here next to me when they're seeing what information that I am entering for them, so that I do not confuse anything. You see what I mean? So make sure that if you're not computer literate, make sure that your name is being entered correctly, your date of birth is being entered correctly, because this is where the problems comes in, because someone else filled it for you, and then they enter the wrong information, and then when you have been selected, you see like it doesn't match, and then you have to go to other miles to get more documentation to explain some stuff that was unnecessary. So make sure that you are there when it's being done for you. Another thing, your confirmation number, go home with it. Don't leave it with a cyber guy. Go home with it. Keep it in a safe place. You can take a picture of it, save it on your phone, and also go and store it in a good area whereby you will be able to access it, because it's going to have your year of birth is going to have a very unique number that you're going to enter, so that you can know in May whether you have won your DV lottery or not. So guys, I hope this is going to help, and I wish you all the best when you're applying for your DV 2025. It's still too early in the morning, guys. And I'm going to do more consecutive videos about these ones, and I'll also answer your questions. So if you have any question, please don't hesitate to type it on the comment section. So thank you, guys, and I wish you all the best, and God bless you.